Welcome everybody to Extreme Power No Handling, and today we're dealing with the 2018 Honda Odyssey. Now this has 1018 horsepower, 880 pounds-feet of torque from a supercharged V8 engine, and the car itself weighs 4,591 pounds. It's still front-wheel drive, and it can do 0 to 60 in 5.379 seconds, 0 to 109.998 seconds, going up to a top speed of 228 miles an hour. So yeah, there's no getting away from the fact that this is a front-wheel drive people carrier, or minivan if you're from America. And yeah, front-wheel drive cars generally have been a lot lighter than this, like the Dodge Omni or the Citroen 2CV. And even with that kind of lightweightness on their side, they didn't do all that well. So yeah, this car is obviously much larger than those cars, higher riding, and I think it has even more power than those cars as well. So yeah, obviously again, this is newer than those two cars, but it's still a large vehicle with a lot of weight and a lot of power going through those front wheels, and it only had about 280 horsepower originally, so yeah, you're talking more than 3 times the power with obviously no extra handling upgrades. So this car, I really have no idea where it's going to go in terms of the leaderboard, but I doubt it's going to be the slowest. Certainly don't think it's going to be as slow as the Citroen 2CV, but yeah, it's certainly not going to do the likes of the Maserati Levante, that's for sure. So yeah, let's get out there and see what it can do. So yeah, a lot of power for those front wheels, while also having to deal with rain and the puddles. So we're going to be expecting a lot of, rev limiter action, as well as maybe some understeer. So yeah, plenty of traction issues off the line. Feeling though that for the most of the part of this race or episode, this car's front wheel drive layout is going to somewhat limit the amount of power that can be used. I really don't think it's going to be using all that 1018 horsepower for the most part. Certainly not from corners or fast corners. Only really on the straights that it's probably going to get him close. Even then, with the puddles and the rain, might not even get all of it. Think of this basically as SUV levels of weight minus the all-wheel drive, which is obviously problematic, especially when you're trying to put that kind of power down. There's understeer playing a bit of havoc there. 1 minute 38.927 seconds is not the worst first lap time we've had, but if we were to put that time on the leaderboard, it would be even worse than the 2CV. So yeah, we've got to improve massively. So to try and at least come ahead of that car. Easily one of the slowest vehicles we've had down that straight. Yeah, the fact it's only able to get back to 110 mile an hour is really not a good sign. Usually we get to 115, 120, even more than that sometimes. So again, we're suffering from understeer in the final corner, but we've at least improved slightly at by 2.689 seconds for a time of 1 minute 36.238. Again, that is still slower than the Citroen 2CV, so not boding well, to say the least. So if anything's killing this car's time, it's the weight. Because that Citroen 2CV might not have been the best handling car, not even the fastest, but it at least had very little in the way of weight to hold back what power it was able to use. Whereas this is obviously not getting all of that 1000 horsepower going to those front wheels, while also having to deal with way more weight. So, yeah, it's obviously playing havoc. Bit faster down the straight this time. Let's try and avoid the understeer like last time. There we go, much better. Another big improvement, and now we are faster than the 2CV at 1 minute 34.109 seconds, but only by 1 and a bit seconds quicker than the 2CV, so it's not like something to rave about. We're certainly starting to learn the car's flaws a bit better and use that power a bit more. Again improving at 1 minute 33.129. So we can improve further on this last lap. Well, no improvement that time around, I don't think. 1 minute 33.129 is our fastest lap. But, yeah, it's hardly anything to rave about. It's 5th from the bottom, only just beating out the likes of the Power Wagon from Ram. But it's ahead of by a substantial margin over the Abarth 595, Citroen 2CV and Ford Deluxe 5 window coupe, but like I said, it's only about a second or so quicker than the Ram Power Wagon, and that was a car that weighed even more and had even more troubles in terms of, you know, getting around corners, etc., than this car did. So yeah, it's hardly the best thing to rave about, and the fact that it's actually slower than a BMW Isetta 300 is, you know, quite laughable, quite frankly, because obviously this is a more modern car. It's got more power, better brakes, better tyres, etc., and yet it's slower than a car that's could barely do 50 mile an hour even stock. So yeah, not all that great, and yeah, certainly proves that a lot of weight in a front wheel drive vehicle and then add more power won't result in something that's going to be all that spectacular. But at least I did gradually get to learn it, did start to get more out of it, but yeah, we weren't going all that quick at any real point, to be honest. Far slower in several areas than other vehicles, and yeah, far off the likes of the Maserati Levante, which is from the same car pack, and we took out in the previous episode, which topped the leaderboard. So yeah, quite a stark comparison between those two, but at least it wasn't the worst thing we've driven. That Ford Deluxe 5 window coupe still is, as evidenced by the fact it's way at the bottom by more than 3 seconds. But yeah, hardly the best, and yeah, certainly if you're going to upgrade this car in any kind of way, give it all-wheel drive or rear-wheel drive, because that'll certainly prove far more advantageous than keeping the front-wheel drive system with more power. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.